All right, this one's going to be a lot of fun. This next person we just learned earlier tonight that we were blood brothers. Nothing through DNA or anything, but I think we ran into each other in the hallway and exchanged blood. In any event, Dave Provine is a local IT and operations consultant who also manages his small family bike racing team. They've been racing and training together around the region for over 12 years, and he brings many of the facets of successful IT, such as planning, backups, and adaptability to facilitate their racing experience. Please welcome to the podium Dave Provine, who will explain in exactly 5 minutes what is cyclocross.
It's a bike race, but a different kind than you may have seen before. Spectating is easy, and it's a lot of fun to watch. Cyclocross is held typically in a closed-loop venue. Park, private venue, a brewery. Quite a few breweries aren't in a park like this. They have a lot of space, and they want to use that space. And typically it's provided at little or no charge. There's grass, there's pavement, there's gravel, mostly grass. Almost always some pavement and gravel though, but a lot of grass. Unless, of course, there's inclement weather. Then we get into other things like sand, mud, snow. Yeah, snow. Okay, that was a race where it snowed all day, starting at 7 a.m. We also have other types of things, like barriers and logs, ideally to force the rider to dismount. So they dismount. Some riders can navigate these things without dismounting, though. And that's an exciting skill. Of course, my oldest kid can do it without dismounting, but you know. Once in a while, he doesn't make it. Don't let him know I said that. Oh yeah, hill climbs. Sometimes there's a hill you just can't ride your bike up, and you have to struggle and slog your bike up it. But that's part of the fun. And mud puddles. Slop, 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 splash, slop, slop. You can push it, you can carry it, you just have to get through it. Probably best not to try to ride it. And rain. Who cancels an event for rain? Really? No. In cyclocross, we race in the rain. Pouring rain. Yeah. And that's just how it is. Yeah, I've stood out in the pit in a suit. Oh, and snow. Back to the day when it snowed all day. Yeah, that was a tough one. But what are you going to do? If it snows, it snows. You don't cancel the race for it. So the kind of bikes we use are like road bikes. They have a little more clearance, a little more of an aggressive stature to them, but pretty similar to a road bike, and you can use them on the road if you need to. But they do have knobby tires, and often we have multiple sets of wheels with different tires on them for different types of terrain and different types of situations. And obviously, I mark them to make sure I know what's what. Mountain bikes, yeah, you can show up with a mountain bike. It's not ideal. The flat bar makes it not as maneuverable, and they're a lot heavier. So often beginners first come out to try it on a mountain bike. But how many bikes do we have? We have a lot of them. Everybody really needs two, because sometimes things break. Sometimes your bike gets encrusted with mud, and the course has a pit where you can roll in and exchange your bike if it happens to be broken or covered in mud. And hopefully you have a pit elf there to wash your bike for you. That's usually me. Sometimes also things break. Last year, a rider had a shoe break in the middle of a race, and he rolled into the pit, and we had spare shoes for him. And that kid actually broke some more shoes later as well. And then I had a rider who broke several full carbon saddles And multiple riders have twisted and broken their rear derailleurs and had to run their bikes until they could get another one. So how long is this thing? Well, 45 minutes for most adults, half an hour for beginners and the younger kids. And it's 45 minutes at a very high level of exertion. I mean, here I am at an average heart rate of 149 beats per minute and a max of 173. So yeah, sometimes I'm like seeing black spots in my vision. I don't really know where I am, but I try to keep moving. But the reward is the camaraderie and the fun of training, racing, and suffering together as a family.
Well, I thought Dave and I had a lot in common, but not after that. I wake up and it's raining. My ass is right back in bed. I'm sorry. I'm not getting on my bike and driving through the mud. Some of those pictures were really caked. Ugh.